Hi and welcome to another session of Business Studies for the 12th Standard with me, Vishwanath sir. The chapters which we do should be the chapters which have to be revised again and again. Please watch the videos on a very continuous basis. Write down your own points so it will become easier for you to recollect and learn when you have to revise. We are in the revision process as we've covered an ample amount of portion. I go back to chapter number 1 and we have a slight revision in that. Chapter number 1 is basically dealing with nature and significance of management. Management is an art and a sense of probably everything. It could be taking care of a child, it could be doing your studies, it could be managing the entire organization, managing your resources in a very optimum manner. So management is everything. Management basically means how you can manage men thoroughly. So we split the word manage, men and T. Okay, manage men thoroughly. Okay, so we are in this process of doing this chapter with in the revision mode, and of course, as I just told you, the name of the chapter is Nature and Significance of Management. Now first, let's go to the concept. So management is an activity which is necessary where there is a group of people working in an organization. So you need to manage this people properly. Otherwise it will be like animals, one here, one there, difficult to manage. Even a farmer makes it into a herd in such a way that he can look after his animals, whichever he is taking care of. Management is an activity where a group of people, where is it necessary when there is a group of people working. People in an organization are performing diverse tasks. Now everyone doesn't do the same task. The peon in the office, the clerk in the office, the telephone receptionist, the accounts officer, the chief executive officer, or the chairman, all are performing different functions. Okay, and they are why do they do this? Because they have the same goal, that they want to raise the level of the organization. Okay, so management aims at guiding their efforts to a common objective. This common objective is called a goal. A goal is very much necessary. We all need to have a goal. Without a goal, we are going to go nowhere. Thus, management has to see that the tasks are completed and achieved, that is effectiveness, with least amount of minimum resources, that is at a minimum cost, that is known as efficiency. So this effectiveness and efficiency, or effective and efficiency, has to be combined both together. So it would not be wrong to define management as a process of getting things done with the aim of achieving goals effectively and efficiently. So management is defined as a process of getting things done with the aim of achieving these goals effectively and efficiently. Okay, we have various definitions of management, but let's go to the one which is given by Harold Kuhns and Heinz Willrich. They tell that management is a process of designing and maintaining an environment in which individuals are working together in groups. So there are groups of people working and they efficiently accomplish the selected aims. Okay, so a lot of things get covered in this definition. First of all, what is it? It's a process of designing and maintaining the environment in which individuals are working together in groups efficiently and are accomplishing the aims, the selected aims. Okay, so let us just go further And from the above definition, it is very clear that it is a process and it has to be done effectively and efficiently. Okay, so now let's come to the word process. Process is in the definition of management means the primary functions or activities that the management performs to get the things done. Okay, so it is a process, the way things get done. The functions are planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. Management is described as the process of planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling the efforts of the organizational members and using the organizational resource to achieve the goal. Okay, so you're using people, you're using the resources. Of course, people are also resources. They are human resources. So it's not wrong to tell that you're using the resources in an effective manner to achieve the specific goals. Okay, fine. So now from the word process we come to effectiveness. Being effective means the work has to be done. Okay, it has to be done anyhow. Okay, basically finishing the given task. Effectiveness in a management is concerned with doing the right task and completing the activities and achieving the goals. In other words, it's concerned with the end result that the work has to be done. Okay, if you are given to do the production of 1000 units, 200 units, 500 units, so those 1000 units, 200 units, 500 units have to be completed. Then you are said to be effective. Then you are said to have done the job effectively. Okay, now we come to the word efficiency. Okay, so efficiency means effectiveness and much more. It means not just complete the task, but complete it in a lesser amount of time or using lesser amount of resources. Okay, so if efficiency means a task done correctly and with the minimum cost or with less amount of time. This kind of cost benefit analysis involved the relationship between inputs and outputs. If by using less resources more benefits are derived, then the efficiency has increased. Okay, so efficiency is also increased with the same benefits of output if fewer resources are used and less costs are incurred. Input resources are money, material, equipment and people who are required to do a particular job. Obviously, the management is concerned with efficient use of these resources because they reduce the cost and ultimately they lead to a higher profit. Okay, so now we'll just study these two terms correctly, understand these two terms correctly before we go any step forward. Effectiveness versus efficiency, these two terms are different but they are interrelated. Okay, as we first understood, the word effective means you complete the job, but efficiency means complete with a lower amount of cost or with a lesser amount of time. Effectiveness and efficiency are two sides of the same coin, but these two aspects need to be balanced. Management at times has to compromise with efficiency. For example, it is easier to be effective and ignore efficiency and complete the task at a higher cost. Okay, so cost also has to be taken care of. What is the use of doing it at a higher cost and then suffering a loss? Okay, supposing the company's target production is 20,000 units. To achieve the target, the manager has to operate on double shifts and due to power failure. Because of the power failure, the production cost has gone up. So you should take care of the production cost also. At times, a business may concentrate only on producing goods with fewer resources, that is cutting down the cost, but not achieving the target. Okay, it's not necessary that you're going to achieve the target. Consequently, the goods do not reach the market. Like for example, if you Patanjali products are doing excellently well, but as you go to their shop, most of the time the goods are not available. You sometimes have to wait for more than a month or even 2 months or 3 months, but you don't get the stuff. So it is not necessary just to produce, but you have to produce a good quantity that the demand has to be fulfilled in the market. Okay, so it is important that to achieve the goals, effectiveness with minimum resources as efficiently as possible. So you need to maintain a balance between effectiveness and efficiency. Okay, so this is basically what we did so far. Today we came to know what is the meaning of the word management, and we picked up one proper definition, but the common definition is the process of getting things done with the aim of achieving the goals effectively and efficiently. Okay, and then we went through the definition of Harold Kuhns and Heinz Wirich, who tells that management is a process of designing and maintaining an environment in which individuals are working together in groups and they are accomplishing selected tasks. So in this definition we come to know that there is a process, there is effectiveness and efficiency. Effectiveness means doing the job, process means there is a primary function of activities, and efficiency means it is done with a lesser amount of cost or with a lesser amount of time. Okay, so this was what we did today. Please go through these small things which we did today and revise and make your theory a little bit more thorough. Thank you so much. This is Vishwanath sir signing off.